The silent hunter's gift. Sometimes the people we fear the most are the ones carrying the gift we need the most, and the ones who speak the least often see the most. In the heart of Australia's sunlit outback, where red earth stretched endlessly and eucalyptus trees whispered in the wind, lived a small community known as Waru Creek. The people were tight-knit, joyful, and proud of their traditions. They sang stories by the fire, painted symbols of their ancestors, and respected every creature that walked, crawled, or flew across the land. But there was one person they did not understand, one they rarely spoke to. Jarra, the silent hunter. Jarra lived alone near the rocky ridge. He rarely smiled, never joined the evening storytelling, and moved through the bush like a shadow. Some said he could track a kangaroo for miles. Others said he could hear the heartbeat of the desert. But because he seldom spoke, children whispered, "Jarra is strange," adults muttered. "He keeps to himself. He is different." No one feared Jarra, but no one welcomed him either. One summer, the rains did not come. The creek dried, the soil cracked. Animals grew weak, and the community began to worry. Elders gathered and said, "We must find new water. Without it, we cannot survive the dry season." But no one knew where to begin. The desert was unforgiving. It swallowed the unprepared. At that moment, Jarra appeared on the edge of the council circle, standing quietly like a tree, listening to wind. An elder noticed him and asked gently, "Jarra, do you wish to speak?" Jarra nodded once. He pointed toward the distant sandstone hills. Whispers rose. "Him? He never talks. What does he know? He's odd." But one elder, Auntie Kira, raised her hand. "Silence does not mean ignorance," she said. "Let the man speak." Jarra knelt and drew shapes in the dust, winding lines, marks of rock formations, and symbols for water. Auntie Kira's eyes widened. "He's showing us a hidden spring," she said softly. The elders began discussing. Others were unsure. "How can we trust him? What if he's wrong? He looks strange. He acts strange." Auntie Kira said firmly, "We follow him. The land speaks to him in ways it does not speak to us." A small group set out. Auntie Kira, 2 young hunters, and a girl named Mira would join them, who is known for her curiosity and open heart. Jarra led them through scorching heat, sharp spinifex grass, and whispering ghost gums. He spoke only with gestures, signs, and the movement of his eyes. At night, while others slept, Jarra stayed awake listening to the earth. Mira watched him and thought, "He isn't strange, he's connected." But the others grumbled, "He doesn't explain anything. He's taking us nowhere. He should speak like everyone else." On the 3rd day, a massive sandstorm rose suddenly, darkening the sky. "Run for shelter," Auntie Kira shouted. The group scrambled behind a boulder except Mira, who tripped and fell, blinded by dust. She screamed for help. The hunters hesitated, shielding themselves from the storm. But Jarra didn't hesitate for a heartbeat. He sprinted into the wall of sand, disappearing completely. Minutes felt like hours. Then a silhouette emerged, Jarra carrying Mira, wrapped in his arms, shielding her from the flying sand with his own body. He collapsed beside her, coughing, but alive. The others stared in shock. The man they judged, the man they rejected, was the man who saved one of their own. Auntie Kira knelt beside him with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Jarra," she whispered. For the first time, Jarra smiled, small, gentle, and warm. The next morning, Jarra guided them onward. By noon, they reached a cave entrance hidden behind tall desert shrubs. Inside, cool air brushed their cheeks. At the back of the cave, sparkling in the dim light, flowed a fresh underground spring. Clean water, flowing water, life. Mira cupped it in her hands and whispered, "You saved us." Jarra bowed his head, his eyes soft. When the group returned with barrels of water, the entire community gathered around them in relief. Auntie Kira stepped forward. "It was Jarra who led us," she announced. "It was Jarra who saved Mira. It is time we see him for who he truly is. Not through fear, but through respect." The people looked at Jarra with new eyes, and for the first time, Jarra spoke, his voice quiet but steady. "Everyone sees the world differently. I listen more than I speak. I see what others overlook. But that does not make me less. It only makes me, me." Silence fell. Then applause rose loud, heartfelt, welcoming. From that day on, Jarra was no longer the silent one or the strange hunter. He became Jarra the listener, Jarra the seer, Jarra the guide of Waru Creek. And Mira, who became his closest friend, often said, "Some gifts cannot be heard, only felt." Moral of the story: empathy begins when we stop judging someone's appearance or silence and start understanding their heart.